Come on, boys.
Well, mate, I gave you a plug, mate, on the commentary for that game. We did the second half. This is Hayden Rice. Is that Hayden Rice out there? Oh, yeah. If I'd known it, I didn't even recognise it was him. I would have paid out. I was kind of ricey. I would have paid out on him. Good, I'm glad. Yeah, well, probably just Steve. No, when Tweety missed that goal, I said he kicks better than his brother. I laid that one in there. Yeah. That's what they said. Now, good call, boys. Johnny, how's it going? See you, mate. I know, right? What brings you all the way down here? I'm commentating. Yeah, no, I'll talk to you soon, bud. I was talking about just before, during the rub-down. When you're ready, welcome along to Tyre Power Manjimup, round 9 action live from Boyup Brook Oval. And what a tantalising clash we have for you. The top of the table Kojonup Cougars taking on last year's premiers. Clash of the Titans. And we're away with the first bounce. Second bite by the Boyup Ruckman was good, but they win the clearance. Kojonup. Good link up, hand pass backwards. Comes towards the centre half forward line though, but Boyup through Musitano. Long kick in towards the half forward line. And it's a free kick going the way of Kojonup. So Van Vuth. Seth Giannini did well. The youngster kicks along the line and gets punched away. And good defence there by Patrick Riley. One of the big ins today for Boyup Brook, the East Perth player. Saw him earlier in the season at a Waffle Gamers. Here comes Cowan. Brilliant. Just fails to keep it in. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Central commentary position as we see some good matchups here. Hand pass down in front. Well, the tap is won by Kojonup. Wrapped up in the tackle. Brilliant. Bit of roly-poly on centre half forward. Luke Riley. He's stuck to the Cougars player like glue then. And again, another bullocking clearance. Good tackle by Michael, the Matthew version. So he'll go up in the ruck. And they get the clearance in towards full forward, punch from behind. Crumbs to Thompson. Put your glasses down. Boyup, draw first blood. And Matthew Thompson loves to kick a bag, and he's starting to fill it up nice and early in the first quarter. And this stream is possible thanks to the magnificent support of Great Southern Fuels, AFGRI, Kimberley Accommodation Group, and Tyre Power Manjimup, the major sponsors of the Lower Southwest Football League. An exciting start to this first quarter. Boyup Brook kicked the first goal through a Matt Thompson snap. And back in the centre, they win it here through Ashton, the Cougars, into centre half forward. Brilliant play. Quick hand pass off. Right foot floater. Will it bounce correctly? No, it doesn't. Goes off to the right-hand side. So it looks like Travis Abbott there. The number 26. It is Travis Abbott. So here we go. Back to the action. That's Talon Michael with the kick in. Finds a teammate deep in the right full back pocket. And the long kick now comes along the line. Good body work. And now hits the ground. And that's a burger over there with Boyup as the meat. It's like a game of Twister almost. So tap down in front. Good hand in. Well played by Van Vuthsen. Making a meal of that name already. Oh, what a mark! Intercept mark by the Roos. And the kick to full forward. Thompson's behind. And then he does a ragdoll tackle. Superb second effort. Crumbs comes to Michael. Gives out a forearm buffet. Now a dribbler along the line. Cougars get to it first. Just thrown on the right boot. The Roos have got it. And Luke Hallett will have the shot. He's going to need to heave it. Good 45 metres. The wrong pocket for a right footer. Not much of an angle to speak of to give his team a dream start in round 9 action. Right foot drop punt. He's hit the post. And they are tall ones here in Boyup Brook. And the kick in by the Cougars. Well done, claim well by Hayden. Kyron Hayden chips along the line. Lachlan O'Shea kicks laterally inboard. They've got time and space here, the Cougars. Takes his time, now kicks. Clancy Norris. Oh, brilliant tackle, Talon. Michael rode him like a pull pony. Holding the ball. And Talon Michael. Good smother by the Cougars player. Gives it off to Clancy not Tonkin. Looks like another Michael. It is Matthew Michael. And the ball goes over the line. Team list keeping the commentators on their toes this afternoon. A very warm good afternoon wherever you're tuning in from around country WA. And Matthew Michael again, strong tackle, and we'll have another ball up. So here we go. Rucks go at it. Superb work by the Roos. Thrown it on the boot. In towards full forward, got hands to it. It's gone over the line. Play on, says the umpire. Cougars throw it on the boot. He's got the mark. Wedderburn, Benjamin version. His kick wasn't good. Barging through. Couldn't get through though. Vice-like hands. Brilliant tackle. So another stalemate. Rucks will go at it. Brad Ashton for the Cougars there. Gets the tap down. A couple of smothers now. Another strong tackle. The umpire will press the reset button again. Mitchell King's working hard for the Roos. Kick comes to the hot spot. Leo Barry-esque. What a mark. The Cougars resolute in defence. So far, so good. Brad Ashton's got it. Takes his time. Now the long kick. Numbers with the ruse. Riley jumped over. Probably should have given the free kick away. Play on. Cougars with numbers here. We'll have another ball up. Travis Abbott working hard as Musitano is the last up off the bottom of the ground. There's a few Balutas around the place today. Looking forward to catching up with them as Riley sees the ball over the line. That's the Luke version. He's like a mosquito stuck in a swag, Luke Riley. An absolute pest. That's what you want from your defenders. And here we go. Matthew Michael loads up towards Thompson. He sets himself. Oh, couldn't get off the ground in the end. Mistimed it. Unlucky. And then he gets up, limping on that ankle. Let's hope it's all right if you're a Boyup Brook supporter. Oh, no, he's coming straight off. Let's hope it's not a serious injury. He's clutching at the hamstring. Maybe it's a hammy. Oh, no, that looks like hamstring or quad. And that is one of the worst feelings in footy. Oh, no. Let's hope Matt Thompson's okay as the kick comes in towards centre half forward. Had hands to it, the Roos player. Matthew Michael, brilliant, bullocked it. Then threw it on the left leg in towards left half forward. Good body play by the Roos, but you still got to go for the footy. The Cougars with numbers. Picking it up well. Giannini. Kick into the middle of the ground. Got to keep your feet. Smith on hands and knees though. Got the hand pass out. Nice forearm. And couldn't pick it up in the end. Was Weasel. Somehow weaseled his way out of it. Then the hand pass. Can't get it out in the end. Good tackle. And the Roos have got it through Cowan. I was watching him get his calves rubbed pre-match. They were getting absolutely ribbed by the trainer. Did not move a muscle on his face. Runs his full measure after a bounce. Long leg. Not a good kick. Forward drop punt. Helicopter. Reminded me of a Peter Sumich kick. And the Cougars now with time and space. Left half forward. Stitch up in the team list. No 24. Porky Baluta. Find out who's 24 for Kojonup. And they've got the footy. Right leg to Weasel. Couldn't pick the footy up. They've got time though. Giannini. As we see Thompson coming up with his boot off. Here we go. Trace a bullet pass. Oh, what a contest. Commitment from both players. Ball at ground level, ball up. About 30 metres out from the Boyup Brook goal. They're kicking to the northern end here of Boyup Brook Oval. They're looking to pump the footy on top of the cricket nets as the left leg by Michael. Didn't have a Captain Cook. No one at home. And the chip kick into the right half back line is good. The Cougars now with the football. Takes his time. Then likes the look of the contest on centre wing. Harry Taylor's there. But the Roos with numbers come away with the footy. The kick was pretty ordinary though. It was Fraser Mead. And away go the Cougars. Controlled it with his hands well. Was Kyron Hayden. Then the long leg to full forward. Got hands to it. Couldn't control it. Brilliant tackle. Lucif gets wrapped up like a deck chair in a cyclone. Quality work by the Roos. Good palm down. Lucev again last up. So big day at Boyup Brook today. Sean Porter's 300th. Will be a few beverages consumed, I dare say, as the left leg is pretty good. Oh, brilliant. Centimetre perfect by Mitchell Kings. And the Roos have got the footy. Left kick to centre half forward. Matthew Michael, superb. Clutched it, then goes bang with the right cannon. Will he get the bounce? No, he doesn't. He needed the Shane Warne. He got the Tim May in the end. Just needed the leg break. But the Cougars to bring the footy back in. They've got a loose player here on right half back. That kick is horrific. Set a task for his teammate. He's taken it out. That's deliberate, surely. No, boundary throw in. That's country football at its best. Here we go. Boundary throw in. Claimed by Kings. Free kick. Didn't have the footy. No, the other way. Okay. Must have missed something there as the kick comes along the line. And here they come, though. In towards full forward. And brilliant play, the ruse. Right foot snap by Cowan. He's nailed it like a carpenter. David Cowan snaps a brilliant goal. And the Roos have kicked their second. And there's a few chickens out of the coop at the moment in the clubhouse. A few mini chicks. And let's say a veteran chicken. Bit of leather poisoning from a million kicks in the twos. And then just getting into another sort of chicken, the bush kind. Anyway, back to the action. And it's the Kojonup Cougars, top of the table at the moment, taking on the reigning premiers. The juices are flowing here in Boyup Brook. And good tap down by the Roos. At the back there, just brushed him off like dandruff off a blazer. Got him high though. So free kick to Luke Riley. No, it's coming back. And that's Alexander Thorpe. So Thorpe's kick. Michael! He's got it! No, it's not Michael. It's Cowan. What a mark. And the long kick in towards the forward pocket through the hands. Oh, ducks into it. Cops him high though. And free kick goes to Boyup Brook. An exciting play by David Cowan. That's a contender for the AFGRI Mark of the Day and Mark of the Year. $3,500 to the Mark of the Year, thanks to the generous sponsorship from AFGRI. Back to the action. Boyup Brook for goal. Never looked like missing. They bring up their third, just trying to pick up that number. And it's Wallum. And I've copped it for weeks for calling him Wally, so I've got it right. Wallum's kick to goal. So the Cougars at the moment, the gauntlet has been thrown down. Just the rebound 50-metre plays by Boyup have been savage. Most of the play has been inside their forward 50. How will they respond here? Cowan wins the clearance, feeds the hand pass off. Kick to full forward. Got hands to it. Hallett. Now the tackle comes, holding the ball. And Van Voosen. Left foot chip kick. Brilliant tackle. All over him like a cheap suit. And the Cougars under siege in this first quarter. They're kicking to the tennis court or southern end. Long kick along the line. Good mark. In the end, no, it's a free kick. Led to the footy well. Likes the option. Long to full forward. Pushed him under it well. Hayden it was. For Kojonup. Comes in with the second effort tackle. Well done. And it's gone over the line. So boundary throw in. Left full forward pocket for Kojonup. Right in front of the scoreboard. Beautiful conditions in Boyup Brook. You don't get much better for footy. In God's country, Boyup Brook, a huge ground. Very similar to the size of the old Subiaco Oval. Hang on, free kick. It's going the way of the Kojonup Cougars. And Harry Taylor has a chance to kick a sausage roll. He'll kick from 45 metres on a 45-degree angle in the right pocket for a right footer. Right foot drop punt for goal. Umpire never moved. He pops it through and the Cougars answer. Just what they needed. And they move to 1-1-7. Boyup Brook 3-2-20. Game on as Musitano comes on. Hallett, the man rotating off. So damaging play by Hayden. Like the look of him for the Cougars. Looks like a real ace up their sleeve today. How will the Roos respond here? Back in the middle of the ground. Copped him high. Free kick. It's there every day of the week. So backward of centre the circle. Well done. Plays on. The Cougars kick to right half forward. Leading hard at the football. Harry Taylor again. But turnover ball here. They get another chance. The Cougars. Good kick. Dropped the mark though. Marinoni was the player that kicked it. And Travis Abbott just apologising. Dropped what he should have taken. But like in cricket, you never mean to drop them. Got to keep everything positive as they win the clearance here. Kojonup, left foot snap for goal. That's elite. And it bounces through. What a goal, Leon Van Vuthsen. That's a big contender for the Kimberley Accommodation Group. Goal of the day. I'm saying it now, put it in there for goal of the year contention. Why not? Got the handball receive from Lee Luciv. He's been lively as well. And Leon Van Vuthsen, left foot snap, boomerang, and it bounced the right way. Superb goal. And the Cougars are alive here in Boyup Brook. Good tap down by the Roos. They win the clearance through Kings. Thrown on the left boot. Does a spin move in the tackle, the Roos player. And they clear it. Cowan on the left. Don't tell me. No. A minor score. And what an exciting first quarter we've got. It's Benjamin Wedderburn out there with the number 19. He's been lively, presenting well. Mitchell Hallett as well in the forward line, the number 10. So the Cougars take a deep breath here. Just a couple of kicks away now. They've fought back well after being 3 goals down. What a kick. Just runs onto it. Oh, hits a mat truck in Matthew Michael. That's going to leave a mark. And Kyron Hayden, brilliant play on kick. Inside 50. Get ready to put your glasses down. The Cougars kick another goal. Scintillating play, Kojonup. You can see why they're on top of the ladder. And all of a sudden they've gone bang, bang, bang. With a bit of butter boom in there as well. Incredible 5 minutes of footy. And all of a sudden, the Roos clambering to the coach's board. And the Cougars grinning like the Cheshire Cat. Can they continue this momentum? This stream made possible thanks to Great Southern Fuels, AFGRI and Kimberley Accommodation Group. Brilliant by Mitchell Kings. Barged through like a walrus at a pool party. Gave it off. Stiff arm on left half forward. Brilliant tackle. Holding the ball. Now on the left leg by Cowan to full forward from behind. Numbers with the Cougars. Head over the footy. Now it comes. Left foot snap by Wallum. It's not a goal. It's through for a minor score. This is one of the best quarters of footy I've seen this season. Exciting stuff. Players taking the game on. And both teams with an exciting brand. Strap yourselves in this afternoon. Who needs the AFL? All you need is the Tyre Power Manjimup Lower Southwest Football League. Good spot pass. by Kojonup to Kyle Smith. He's been good with the bright orange boots. I don't know about that. I'm old school. Any black boots out there? Struggling to find them. Left, Tory. Gotta love a good Rory. We haven't needed to wait long. Superb hand pass by Kojonup out. It was Harry Taylor to Van Thusen. But away comes Luke Riley, the Mosquito. Brilliant. Gets it onto Wedderburn. What a kick. That's a free kick every day of the week. No eyes for the footy. So they've got the free kick. Ashley Wallum for Boyup Brook. This is not out of his distance. Has got a fair leg on him. Likes the double bluff to Matthew Michael. Put it at his ankles though. Well done the Cougars. On hands and knees, shoveling it out. And they get the free kick. And Seth Giannini. He's been quality in this first quarter. Part of the Cougars' engine room. Goes backwards 25 metres. And then now finds Smith. Just running the clock down here, it seems. Or is it just one step backwards to go two forward? Controlling it well. Jeffrey Pethick. Chip kick over the top to Smith. Directs traffic. Makes them come to him. Then the kick in to Ashton. Dropped the sitter. Had time though to correct it. Back to Smith. Sells some candy. Has a bounce. Then kicks long to full forward. Not a good kick to his teammates' advantage. And Lee Lucif chirping like a cockatoo in a karaoke contest. Not happy. Smith. He's got it though. He'll pump it back in. They've got the mark. And the Cougars, just before the siren, can have a shot. Travis Abbott. And they'll hit the lead if they can kick truly here. For the first time in the contest. Puts the ball down to pull his socks up and then realises he's got socks that can't pull up. Tuck your jumper in, pull your socks up. That's what I say. But anyway, Abbott from 45 out. Like an arrow from a bow. What a goal. The Cougars have hit the front. I'm pretty sure that's 4 straight goals. And in John Saunders' 100th game for Boyup Brook, having a chat to Johnny, the old trainer from years ago. Loved a good calf rub, did Johnny. And looks like there's a free kick here. Is there too many? And looks like someone skipped a few math classes. I can't talk. What do they say? If you can't do math, teach math. So ball up. Here we go. Good tap. No one really won it. In the end. Oh, brilliant. Sold a bit of candy. Hayden to full forward. Academy Award. Played it hard, but it was there. Made the most of it. Extra mayo, please. But Lee Lucif will have the shot for goal. And he's creating some headaches for the Boyup Brook defence. And looked like he was struggling with a bit of cramp there. Not sure if that's right, though, in the first quarter. Maybe just a bit of wardrobe malfunction. Looks like Josh Kennedy comes in on the right foot. Cool as a cucumber. Slots it. And then the celebration good as well. But Lucif, he's proving elusive. And there can't be much time left now. It's red time at Boyup Brook. As Porky Baluta's on the money. 1 minute to go. That's the way he played footy too. Son Dill goes pretty well as well. Cowan's got the free kick. And they're going to win the clearance here. Boyup Brook loads up to full forward. They set themselves. Big fly from behind. Hand pass comes out. Free space in front. Brilliant. And Pessetto, or Pesotto, rather, dobs a goal. Couldn't believe his luck. Like a jumbo jet, open runway in front of him. As easy as you like, just popped it home. Or rather, put it in the hanger. And the Roos get the answering goal. They bring it back to 3 points. And that was well timed after 4 unanswered goals by the Cougars. So if you've just tuned in to the Great Southern Fuels and AFGRI broadcast, brilliant tackle on Smith, holding the ball. Well done. They go long in towards centre half forward. Great mark, Wallum. Luke Riley was the tackler. A big in for the Roos today. East Perth experience goes in towards the left full forward pocket. And that was an obvious in the back by Cowan. Not one for the highlight reel. And the Cougars trying to hang on inside 50. Long kick towards left half back. What a mark. That looks like Wedderburn. Calm in the chaos. Plucked it towards full forward. Michael's there. He's taken it. Third in line, and he's just gone, thank you, mother, for the rabbits. And he'll have a shot for goal, Matthew Michael. And he's got a haircut like George Michael today. Looking the goods. Matthew Michael from 40 metres out. With the right foot drop punt. Needs to be cool as a cucumber. He's got ice in his veins. Matthew Michael kicks a goal. And what a quarter of football at Boyup Brook. It's the best I've seen all season. Don't go anywhere. Stoke the fire. Put on those slippers. And commit. We're going to go to a very short break. Big thanks to Great Southern Fuels, AFGRI, Kimberley Accommodation Group. It's the Kojonup Cougars, top of the table. The trendsetters in the Lower Southwest Football League. The Manjimup Tyre Power Lower Southwest Football League. And they're up against the reigning premiers, the Boyup Brook Roos. We'll take a break and be back very shortly. Tim Lee's on the mic. Welcome back to the Tyre Power Manjimup Lower Southwest Football League. Round 9, live from Boyup, Brook Oval. Tim Lee's on the mic for filming footy this afternoon. Sensational conditions. A big thank you to Great Southern Fuels, AFGRI, Kimberley Accommodation Group. And here we go. Back in the centre, Kings bursting through again. He's been good. Can't quite pick it up though. Hayden frees the arms. That was superb. Got the hand pass out. Kick by Ashton in towards full forward. Getting off the chain. Can't quite pick it up though. That Cougars player. The chip kick by the Roos. And the Cougars have got it. So Kojonup, a chance to draw first blood in the second quarter. It's Lachlan O'Shea. Will kick from 45. We'll need a good leg on it. Kicking to the northern end, the Cougars in this second quarter. Clears the line. Great goal. Gun barrel straight. And Lachlan O'Shea. A lively start to the second quarter for his team. The dream start for the Cougars. They stretch their lead. No, in fact, wrestle it back. Of course, with the goal right on quarter time by Boyup Brook. That gave them the lead. So a couple of lead changes already. We've had 3 lead changes. What a game of footy already. Kings try to claim the crumbs from the ruck knock. He gets wrapped up straight away. So Kyle Smith in the ruck for the Cougars. Matthew Michael, superb. Came through like a wrecking ball. Got it to his team's advantage, and now they've got the footy. Boyup Brook. Mitchell Hallett. Not a good kick into the advantage of Wallam. Storms out like a freight train. Then stolen like the thief in the night. Brilliant by Marinoni. Gave the hand pass off, and away go the Cougars to centre wing. Masatano did well. Then like Jackie Chan hands then. Quick hands onto the boot. Got it to Kings, and he's kicked laterally. They've got the footy, Boyup Brook. Long drop punt now to full forward. In the van, the Roos got punched away. Numbers with the Cougars. Kick to centre wing. And Musatano licking his chops. He's got the mark. Central commentary position. Just hesitates, now goes short into Riley, the Luke version. Plays on, brilliant play. Runs his full measure, right foot drop punt. Wallam! Oh, got hands to it. Ball on the ground level. Comes to Patrick Riley, right foot. Luke Riley, is it? I've got it round the wrong way. Sorry, Patrick and Luke, or rather, Mum. Mum will be dirty on me. Anyway, just reverse those names. Of course, Riley, the number 1, is Patrick. Luke is number 2. I wouldn't miss. Oh, Smith just can't keep it in from Wedderburn. Looks like they were playing pass the parcel then. In the end, they give it to Lee Juice Beadle. What a legend of this competition as the boundary umpire. Smith. He's got the kick. Finds a teammate. Had to be precise, and it was centimetre perfect. Quality play here by Kojonup. Lachlan O'Shea getting involved again. Now along the line. Oh, mitts. Brilliant. Boyup Brook. A brick wall on centre wing. Just trying to make out his number. I'm sure the boys will tell me. That's Thompson. Thought it was. Musitano breaking off the chain now. He's starting to rack him up. That kick good. Kick in towards full forward. Nicholas Hansen. His kick not so good. He's not happy with himself, but he's been quality, Hansen. And Wedderburn trying to put some pressure on. In the end, the mark is taken. The Kojonup Cougars on left half back. And it's Bellotti. Ryan Bellotti's long kick along the line. Good attempt by the Cougars centre half forward. Got hands to it. Harry Taylor working hard in there. And he gets it and clears it in the end, but straight to Patrick Riley. Chip kicks to Kings. He's probably best on ground at the moment, Kings. Been superb to Cowan. Collects the football. Left leg to the hot spot. Wedderburn. Got two hands to it and it's gone over the line for a minor score. And Cowan's had a few attempts at some snaps and kicked a brilliant goal as well. Such a goal kicker and damaging one at that. So Matthew Michael drops an easy mark but gives out a forearm and then feeds it backwards. Snap kick, Wallum! Misses the mark and it goes through or over for a boundary throw-in rather. So the Cougars holding on to a slender lead at the moment. It's 2 points the difference. Early stages, second quarter. And it's Wedderburn in the ruck, did well, followed up his tap. Wallum, desperate. The Roos pressing here for a goal. Umpire presses the reset button. Wedderburn loses the tap. Good play by the Cougars. And last up with the football, Clancy Norrish. So Smith up against Wedderburn. Well done, both players. Got a piece of it. And Luke Riley again lays another tackle. Smith did well. Got it to his team's advantage. They win the clearance. Towards Patrick Riley though. He's in the way. Now the chip kick over the top. They've got the footy boy up. And they're going to go long and strong. Pisotto's kick to Wallum punched away and it goes over the line. And I like the look of Pisotto. But surely that's a big fine wearing his club socks to a Boyup Brook game. I'd give him a pineapple straight away. As Wedderburn gets the tap down. They win the clearance to Roos again, but Ben Thompson, literally a brick wall at the moment. Brilliant. Patrick Riley takes it, plays on, goes long to full forward. Wedderburn! He goes bang! And the Roos get reward for effort. The ruckman crumbing over the back. Elite stuff from Wedderburn. And he's in the conversation as one of the best players as well. Has worked hard down back and in the ruck. And it looks like Pisotto is going to have a run in there now. So the Roos take back the lead. Another lead change. This is a clinker in Boyup Brook. Smith barges his way through. Excellent work. Wins the clearance. Throws it on the boot. To outer side centre wing, but no one's at home for the Cougars. There's a few Roos though. And Hansen tried to keep it in, but it's gone over the line. So boundary throw in, outer side of the ground. Left half forward for Boyup Brook. Pisotto, good body work. Gets the left paw down to Kings. Gets rid of it. Thrown on the boot by Boyup Brook. Along the line, good bump. So boundary throw in, Posotto again, but hits it straight to the Cougars player. Smith wins the clearance, but he's kicked it straight to Riley. Patrick, turnover city in Boyup Brook, and that short pass is chopped off. And I'm pretty sure he yelled out, truck is coming, and that kicked laterally to centre wing. Michael trying to cut it off, but it's Weasel. The kick towards centre wing, just too much pepper on it. And the target was Pethick. And Hayden, the number 9 for Kojonup, damaging player. Watch for him here at this stoppage. Oh, Luke Riley gets a coat hanger. That's not hard with Luke. Played it well. Has been a dogged player this afternoon as usual. Up and under ball. Great mark. Does a roly-poly afterwards as well. That was clever. Gives it to Smith through the middle. Poor kick, but they got the numbers. Pethick. Hand passes backwards. Cowan, though, nipping at their heels. Good play. And away they go, the Roos. Luke Hallett, he's been good. Wedderburn again, into full forward. Wallum, left foot snap. Good late pressure by the Cougars. Probably could have dummied one more time, but it's pretty easy sitting up here. Kicking left foot snaps was not my strength. Deep in the right fullback pocket. Chip kick is pretty good. The Cougars just trying to slow the game down a bit. Tonkin's got it. Spots up a teammate. Jackson. Sam Jackson. Fakes. Now goes towards Smith. And Cowan went with the one paw, then fell over a player. Free kick. Which way is this going to go? And Talon Michael and Smith. And I think that's going to be against Smith. Or is it against Michael, is it? Well, I thought both players made contact, but it looks like it's against Talon Michael. And Smith is going to be the recipient. No. Looks like the young fella for the Cougars will take it. So yellow card, Talon Michael. And that hurts Boyup Brook. He is a damaging player. But clearly a bit of a hothead. The Roos need him back on as soon as possible. So it is Smith in the end. So can he make the Roos pay here? He's been one of their best players, playing across the middle. Takes his time. Just tries to dry the paws. Deliberate approach. We'll need to sink the slipper in. We'll kick from 45 metres, 45-degree angle. He dobs it. And that rubs salt into the wounds. The Roos cop a yellow card, a 50 and a goal. That's not the Holy Trinity. And we've got the Cougars back in front by 1 point. What a game of football. Seesawing. I think that's about 7 lead changes now. I better start tracking that. You don't often see this many in a game. But Smith just slotted it beautifully. Here we go, back in the middle. Coming through Wedderburn, did well. Got it forward, but the Cougars just came through. That was too easy. Weasel dropped the chest mark, had time, fed it backwards. Did well. Link up hand pass by Bellotti. Travis Abbott got the free kick, plays on, loads up to full forward. Got both hands to it. Patrick Riley first back. Does a pirouette, then feeds it backwards. Good in the end. Well done, the Cougars here. Good turnover. Right kick to the hot spot. Mossatino. Courageous defensive mark on the last line of defence. Had Lee Lucif breathing down his neck. They've turned it over. And Abbott will line them up for a freebie. And that's the definition of a coach killer. And just a little bit of a lull here. Can the Cougars kick 2 in a row? Pretty much directly in front. He eats them for breakfast. No problem. And the Cougars stretch their lead to 7 points. Earlier on today, the Roos kicked the first 3 goals of the afternoon. And they were cock-a-hoot. But then entered the Cougars, kicked 4 straight. And then it's been a seesawing affair since then. And a big shout out to Great Southern Fuels, AFGRI, Ag Equipment and Kimberley Accommodation Group. AFGRI, $3,500 for the Mark of the Year on any match broadcast on Filming Footy. That can get you to Vegas, maybe a couple of nights at Bellagio as Kings. Left it behind and here goes the Cougars. Goes to full forward through the hands. Couldn't take it. He'll be kicking himself, Taylor. And Brad Ashton, clearance machine at the moment. He's been damaging in the middle. And in this arm wrestle, they're starting to flex a bit here, Kojonup. They'll be looking to respond, the Roos. Quick hand pass out was good by Kojonup. Thompson got his legs taken from under him. Surely a free kick. It looks ugly. He's still down. And that's got to hurt. And it looks like a serious injury here to Ben Thompson. And just had his legs taken directly from under him. And that's one of the worst feelings in footy. I had someone fly kick me once in the ruck and I went head first into a cricket pitch out at Corrigan. That's right up there with it. When you're falling backwards and have no idea where the ground is. That's sickening. Let's hope for Boyup Brook's sake and Ben Thompson, he's going to be all right. And a 3-night accommodation package at any Kimberley Accommodation Group hotel for the goal of the year. We've already had a big contender from Kojonup this afternoon. Van Vuthsen. A left foot boomerang from 55, dribbled it through. And the stretch is out. Now in this circumstance, usually you call the ambo, stop the game. But this is bush footy. The stretcher is still used. I actually stretchered a player off not that long ago as a first aid officer at a match and then was informed by the ambulance that I should have just stopped the game and let the ambos drive on the ground. So that was last season. Players' safety always goes first. So it's good to see they've stopped the game here. It's always got to be the most important thing. Just got to worry about necks and spines and cords. Just don't want to be moving them at all unless you're a professional. So a real hush around the ground now. Let's hope Ben Thompson is okay. This is some of the worst stuff you see in a game of footy. And shout out to family members of Ben Thompson. We'll get word to you as soon as possible with his condition. But by the looks of the Roos players, as soon as he went down, both arms up, shouting for the bench. So that tells you that it ain't good, unfortunately. And let's take our minds off that. Look at this mullet on the bench by the number 12 for the Cougars. Sensational. Looks like a mix between Bob Marley and Danny Southern. Outstanding. Josh Crook. There's nothing crook about your hair. Brilliant. And if you've just tuned in, Ben Thompson just been stretchered off to the side of the ground with it looks like a serious injury. We'll get word to you as soon as possible. Back to the action. Clearance ball here for the Roos. Patrick Riley did well. Slung as he kicked, though. He's kicked it out in the full and then just bundles over his opponent. Took a dive, though, that Cougars player. So good decision in the end, I think. Common sense prevails. Left leg. Toward the hot spot. Cowan went early. Hack kick by the Roos. They're not out of trouble yet, though. Luke Riley tries to pick it up now. He does. Gets wrapped up like a birthday present. Wallum got hands to it. Punched away. Shrugged a tackle. Gets caught second time, though. Luke Riley's got him. And again, another tackle to Luke Riley. He's a tackling machine. Mitchell Kings. His kick, late pressure on it. Punched away on centre wing. Gave out a stiff arm like a Roman shield. Superb. Riley now, Luke Riley. Through the middle. What a mark, Hallett. Plays on with the bright orange boots. Long and strong. Cowan. Pushed him out of the way, couldn't take the mark. The Shepherd comes through. He's missed him, though. The Cougars go inboard down the line, but not for long. Matthew Michael pumps it in. Wedderburn's there. The Cougars read it best. Got hands to it. Great play, Abbott. No, it's not Abbott. Norrish, in fact. Clancy Norrish. Superb play, the fullback. And then he covers the goal line. Not sure if that's wise, if there's a loose player near the stoppage. Can the Roos capitalise here? It's another ball up. Rucks are going to go at it. Wedderburn versus Smith. Oh, brilliant. Wedderburn gets the tap down. But the Cougars through O'Shea win the clearance. Well done. Bellotti goes sideways. Spots up a teammate. And taking his time now. Right half back. Right on the paint of 50. They're going to go backwards here. 30 metres straight to the top of the square. To Norrish. His kick is ordinary, and Hallett was licking his chops. Dropped the mark, though. And away go the Cougars. Giannini. His long kick. Weasel. Missed his target. Good defence by the Roos. Hip and shoulder. Pretty effective in the end was Clark. But away goes Hallett. Into centre half forward. What a mark. Josh Crook. And then feeds the hand pass off. Wasn't a great effort by Marinoni. But Smith was good enough to clean it up, the janitor. Now he'll get it back. Racking them up across half back. Kicked a crucial goal as well. They've got the loose player here. Loose checking by Boyup Brook. O'Shea into full forward. Oh, brilliant bump. Matthew Michael. Needed a car crash sound then. And the kick by the Roos. They've turned it over. Well read by Kojonup. Marinoni. Oh, 50 metres. And the Marin will line them up for goals. That's a decent 52. Oh, I wouldn't mind him quoting up my front lawn. That is very generous. Loves to kick a goal, does the Marin. Jamie Marinoni will spark up the opposition bench and the Cougars supporters. What can he do from 40 metres? It's an anticlimax. Pretty good effort with the drop punt, just off the inside of the boot as we see Ben Thompson still being tended to. Best wishes to him. Did land on his hip, so I'm hoping that it's more of a hip rather than neck and head. But Hallett, geez, he's been good. That kick, not so. Commentator's curse. You can't get past Luke Riley. That's no different. Oh, what a tackle. Kings. Brilliant late pressure. Still not out of trouble. What a pick-up. Kojonup. Van Voosen gets it to Smith. Ducks inboard. Back to Van Voosen. To full forward. Musitano's there. Weasel! Oh, he's missed. An exciting play by the Cougars, led by Van Voosen. Has been a live wire this afternoon, along with Smith. Liked Abbott's game as well. Norris down back is rock solid. So the ladder leaders at the moment, 9 points up. 11 scoring shots to 12 though. The Roos right in this contest. Over the back, Cowan. Used his body pretty well. You couldn't do that in my day though. Now you're allowed to use your hands. Apparently if there's no forearm extension is the official rule. So ball up, centre wing, Pisotto up against Crook. Copped one high. And it's a free kick to Ashton. Brad Ashton. Right foot helicopter. It cleared the pack. Abbott, right foot drop punt. Pitches in the square. Well done. Gets past him. Right foot banana. He's missed. Lee Luciv couldn't finish it off. Baked the cake, but couldn't put the icing on. Has been really lively down forward as Cowan tries to keep it in, but Crook right with him. And he's come on and given energy to the Cougars as Crook. And here we go, Abbott up against Pisotto. Well done, Abbott. No, it's Ashton, in fact. Ball at ground level. Kings. Brilliant. Two-step like Fred Astaire with a Burley. Chip kick over the top to Matthew Michael. Good. To Wedderburn. Oh, gets crunched afterwards. That is the definition of making them earn it. That is tough but fair. And Wedderburn, that's going to leave a mark. Log kick to full forward. Goes over the back. Looks like Van Voosen. No. Giannini works hard. And Giannini, every team needs a glue guy. He's industrial strength. Keeping the defence together. Got the big job at the moment. Inside 50 on the Mosquito Riley, and that ball goes out of bounds. So boundary throw in, and Pisotto gets claimed and absolutely body slammed. No, it's Matthew Michael. He's tough as nails. Matthew Michael shrugs him out of the way like a rag doll. Then the snap for goal's not good though. The Cougars back there. Right foot kick. Brilliant play here by Hayden. Beats a couple. Superb smother. Oh, and the follow-up tackle. Welcome back, Talon Michael. He's like a sledgehammer. And away they go. Patrick Riley on the left leg. That's down the ground. Copped one after he kicked it. And that's poor discipline by the Cougars. They've given Ashley Wallam a freebie. And the goal maestro will have a shot from pretty much directly in front. These are the ones you always miss when you're with your mates down the park. What can Ashley Wallam do? He can bring up 6 points, that's what. Great goal. And a steadying goal for Boyup Brook. They get it back to within a kick. And quiet here in Boyup Brook. Everyone's still worried about Ben Thompson. Still down. Oh, looks like he's sitting up now. Thank goodness. Doesn't look like it's head or neck. It's a knee, apparently. And that is horrible news. And let's just hope it's not the worst news. As Posotto in the ruck up against Ashton. Stacks on the mill. We'll reset again. Well done, Ashton. Ball at ground level. But another stalemate at short mid-off if you're bowling from the northern end. Matthew Michael. He's really starting to maul the Cougars now. What a player. Wins the clearance into full forward. The Cougars take the mark, and there's the siren for half-time. And on the Great Southern Fuels, Afgri and Kimberley Accommodation Group, scoreboard at 7-6-48. Boyup Brook. Kojonup Cougars 8-4-52. It's one goal in it at Boyup Brook. What a game we've got coming up for you in the second half. We'll see you very soon. Tim Lee's on Filming Footy. Don't go anywhere.
Berend.
Yeah, I thought so. And surname?
Carks.
How do I say that?
Carks.
And away we go with third quarter action here. The Roos looking to win the clearance, but the Cougars bullocking forward. Last up is Marinoni. Some sort of game he's playing. And again, another stalemate. So we've got Berend Carks. Did I say that correctly?
You did.
And you are manager operations for the Lower Southwest Football League. Kick comes into full forward. Taylor. He's got the mark. Maybe too far out. He's going to have to kick from the paint of 50. Oh, he twirls the Burley. Bit of spit in the hands. He's backing himself in. So, Berend, welcome along to the broadcast. You're backing this one in. I'll put you straight under the pump.
Well, he's certainly not going to pass this one off. I'm going to back him in.
He's got that body language, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Unless he's a good poker player. But Harry Taylor, for the dream start for the Cougars, won't make it. Pitches before the line. Kings is there, almost fell in his lap, and good tackle by Talon Michael. How are you reading this game at the moment, Berend? A couple of major injuries to the Roos aren't going to help them.
A couple of injuries won't help, and absolutely fierce first half, and you wonder if both sides can maintain that for another 2 quarters. It's going to start to take a toll on both sides, I suspect.
So the clearing kick now for Boyup Brook. To centre wing, they've got it. And Riley's there, diving on top. Looks like a scene from WWF. Umpire says, I'll have it, thanks. So centre wing outer side. Kings went without it. Oh, brilliant play in the end. Boyup Brook, they've got it. Just forward of centre circle. In towards Wallum. Drops what he should have taken. And then paddles it backwards. But you can't do that.
A bit more than a paddle, that one.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because if you did it with an overhand, was that okay? It's a little bit confusing. Maybe too much palm contact. Umpires have been right on the money. Bellotti passed it off. The Cougars. Marinoni leaves it behind. Good voice. Jackson feeds the hand pass to O'Shea. To Harry Taylor. Gets a good bounce. And should nail this. Bounces nicely. Oh, at the last minute comes back. Doesn't even go over the line. And Riley can try and clear. Patrick to Matthew Michael. Oh, does a pirouette. Brilliant. And throws it on the boot. Up and under. Hallett had one bite at it. Oh, they ran into Riley. Gave it off to Kings. Gets pushed as he kicked. They've got the extra number though, Boyup. Little up and under ball. Brilliant bounce. Goes their way. Into full forward. Hansen was waiting for it. And a tackle, and we've got a ball up deep inside defensive 50. Berend, I reckon the first half's probably some of the best football I've seen all season.
Really high quality contest, played at a fierce pace, but the skills were outstanding. We've seen, a lot of goals in the first half. That one at the other end, I think the Harry Taylor shot just then, that turns right on the bounce 9 times out of 10, and he just got the one.
So good tackle over on that outer side. Kings got wrapped up, and they go laterally, the Cougars, controlling the football well here. And I think that's a good kick from Smith, and leading out well is Sam Jackson. So Sam Jackson's kick along the line, pitches just inside it. And like the look of the, I'll get your opinion on the big man department in a moment, Berend, because I've really liked the way Kojonup have structured up as the ball comes out the back to Patrick Riley. And then now the left leg goes long along the line. Good punch from behind. And Saunders, the 100 gamers on the ground. The number 25, let's get around him, says John Saunders. They've got Abbott and they've got the number 11 as well, Ashton. I just like the two of them. They're really stretching the Roos, aren't they?
Yeah, look, and Kyle Smith is deceptively tall as well, so they have structured up really well behind the ball, and the way they've been able to rotate their big men and then, of course, Taylor deep forward, they have looked good in the air.
It's funny because as we have another ball up on centre wing, and that was a good tackle laid by Kings. Last night, East Kimberley Football League action, Kununurra Demons did a very similar ploy, had a smaller high leaper in the ruck and then had a massive tall ruck rover clearance. So I noticed Cougars have got a similar setup today. Big fly. Takes Riley out on half forward, the Cougars. And Sam Jackson being lively. So they deliberately played younger players that weren't very tall, but just to jump into the number one ruck from the Magpies. And then they had the bloke who did play ruck last time as a ruck rover. And it really threw the number one ruck off, who had been dominating all season. So, yeah, it just reminded me of it as I saw it. Oh, what a mark! Like a puppeteer, had it on a string. Clancy Norrish. That's a huge contender for goal mark of the day. Put him in down right now. So they seem to have a good fleet of runners as well, Barron.
The ball movement from both sides has been fantastic, and just touching back on the big men, it'd be interesting back in the days before we had nominated rucks, because there's been times when the Kojonup have actually had 3 talls at a contest. Of course, these days with you having to nominate, it hasn't probably had the confusion for Boyup Brook that it might have 10 years ago, but it's certainly an interesting structure to have so many big men at one contest.
So Michael won the free kick. Special comments from Barron Karks, Operations Manager for the Lower Southwest. The Cougars here have got a sniff. Near goals. Yes, bang. Put your glasses down.
Oh, dear.
Lee Luciv, has he missed?
He's missed.
Oh, he's made a mockery of... He's been lively, Luciv.
He has.
But just a couple of opportunities now. He'll be ruining, but glass is half full. At least he's getting the footy. And from the Roos perspective, Barron, you know, from here, they've lost a couple of players to injury. Matthew Michael just seems to have lifted, and there's a bit of a turnover here. I'll get you to answer that as the Marinoni spots him up. And well played. It looks like Belotti's going to have a shot for goal. Yeah, how have you seen the Boyup Brook side match up at the start of this third quarter? Can they cover those 2 players?
Look, it's going to be hard work.
Good bluff kick into full forward.
They've been outstanding through the middle, though, and Mitchell Kings, I mean, we know what he does. He does it week in, week out, but he's been absolutely outstanding in the middle, and if he can maintain that standard, I think they can absolutely split that midfield contest for the rest of this game.
I suppose it does leave a bit of a hole in the back line, but John Saunders, ready and awaiting. 2012 Premiership player, played in the back pocket. No better person to come in and try and fill the void. So the number 26, Travis Abbott. We'll talk about the John Saunders situation in a second. Comes in, right foot, drop punt. He's hit the post. Yes, how's John Saunders? Hasn't played in the green and white since the 2012 Premiership. Has come back to his beloved Roos to pull up his 100 games. Been stranded on 96 games for a very long time. Talon Michael has got it. Yeah, what do you think of that, Barron?
Yeah, it was great to see him in the green and white, and a well-deserved 100. And Boyup Brook have just given it away.
Oh, it's a turnover here. This is costly.
Something off the ball, and now their defence is out of shape.
And the Marin, centimetre perfect, gets it to Luciv. And redemption might be near here, Barron.
And he knows the cameras are here. He's been waiting 9 rounds for this, so don't see him passing.
Lee Luciv needs to be a surgeon. Has he got the scalpel today? Never looked like being a goal.
Tough pocket to kick from for a right footer, that one.
Good one for a lefty, though.
Absolutely.
And Talon Michael, geez, he's got some pep about him, doesn't he? He's just got to control that aggression, doesn't he?
Yeah, look, when it's reined in, absolutely. It has, again, it's been a fierce contest, and as long as they can keep that in check, it's going to be a battle to the end, I think, this one.
Nice leg there by Hansen over the top. Juggling the mark, couldn't quite take it in the end. They're getting involved here, the Roos, to full forward. Taking the mark, brilliant.
That's strong in front, really strong.
And surely this time Lee Luciv will redeem himself. But I tell you what, there must be a few yips going around in that upstairs.
Between Lee and his mate Harry, they haven't had a great start to the third quarter, and I reckon I'm going to cop heaps for the fact that I'm on the microphone while this is happening.
Boy, he's coming in off one step. He's come too close to the man on the mark. Oh, but he pops it home.
Well, good result for Kojonup, and it might be a good result for me indirectly, because I reckon if you'd missed that, they would have seen to it that I never got near this microphone again.
Special comments, Baron Karks on the mic this afternoon. Magnificent to have you viewing wherever you are around country WA, and in fact the country and overseas. Last night on Gamaling's live stream, there was messages coming from Tokyo, Amsterdam, family members watching players playing in the wheat belt. How good is this? Filming footy thanks to Great Southern Fuels and AFGRI, Kimberley Accommodation Group. And Baron, seen any contenders for mark and goal of the year so far today as Kings on the left foot, gets pushed though and they win the clearance here, the Cougars. I've left you hanging there, Baron. Hassel in towards Taylor. Good punch from behind. Oh, body slam tackle. Luciv getting involved for the Cougars. Another sling tackle. He's hit the turf too hard. That's a free kick. Can't do that anymore. And free kick against the Roos. So looks like that's Pethick. Jeffrey Pethick. Talk us through this one, Baron.
Yeah, look, he's had some outstanding form this year. Believe played several reserves games, been outstanding in those and stepped up.
Oh, he rushes it pretty quickly, but dobs it. Oh, it swings late. Looked pretty good off the boot. And how you seen this game play out in this second half? The Roos, I feel, really need to start working on that clearance ball, because Kojonup at the moment seem to be clearing way too easy.
Yeah, the footy's been at the right-hand end of the ground for several minutes now, and they just need a circuit breaker, Boyup, Brook.
So the Cougars really showing why they're top of the table in the Lower Southwest Football League. And I'll get your opinion on how the Lower Southwest Football League Association side is tracking, Baron, in a minute, as Matthew Michaels' kick. Oh, brilliant play. Musatano beat a player. Right foot banana is not good, though. So turnover. And the Cougars defender licking his chops. Cowan comes in brilliantly. Hallett tries to shrug a tackle. Oh, that's harsh. The tackle went down to his feet. How'd you see it, Baron?
Yeah, look, not sure he ever quite had full possession there, but look, what we did see in that chain was a name we haven't called a lot this quarter so far, and he's the one for me, Cowan. What he did then was just a 1%er, but it got the ball forward. That's their first inside 50 for a while, and he's the one for me that if he lifts to his normal standard in the next 40 minutes, it puts them, right back in the contest. And look, the scoreboard's close, but certainly Kojonup have had the best of this quarter.
They certainly have. Yeah, I call it beast mode with Cowan. When he gets in that mood, there's not much that can stop him. I don't think I've seen in country WA such a goal-kicking midfielder like him as Riley. Kicks to Riley. Geez, Mum will be happy then. So it was Patrick to Luke. And right leg now to full forward. Wallam's there. So is the defence. Norrish getting back first is Cowan. He sees it over the line. So boundary throw in deep in the left full forward pocket. In the shade of the Red Gums and Jarrahs here. It's a beautiful place of the world, part of the world. On the Blackwood River. As Wallam, who's a man possessed then. Outstanding, created the opportunity. Riley to Matt Michael, to full forward. Just took his eyes off it at the last minute. Good follow-up tackle and pressure by the Roos. And
good
that's out.
There. They've forced the mistake, and I think it's Cowan that's going to end up with the footy.
Great follow-up by Thorpe, Alexander Thorpe there. Geez, he looks very similar to Cowan, doesn't he? Orange boots through me. So John Saunders, here he is down here, age 43. I don't know about you, Baron, but there's no way I was still playing league footy 2 years ago. David Cowan, right foot snap. He's nowhere near. Yeah, did you have you seen many 43-year-olds playing league footy?
Not at this level. I pulled the boots back on at 48, but
that's a good effort.
Not at this level. Nowhere near this level.
How did that story end, by the way?
With a lot of barbs.
Smith in space, has a bounce. They look good here, the Cougars. Ominous for the Roos. Good chip kick to Weasel. It was Van Vootsen. He's been damaging this afternoon. Weasel loads up to full forward. Lucif up against Hallett. It's Riley, in fact. Players go to ground and Stacks on the mill. So ball up deep in the left full forward pocket for the Kojonup Cougars. And looks like Pisotto gets the tap down, ducking into it, copping it high. It was Talon Michael.
I think for me that's probably been the big difference, and we saw it then. Kojonup, albeit the scoreboard incredibly close, Boyup Brook have moved the footy well at times, but they've really had some special moments up forward. Kojonup, I think, have been really patient, and I think their build-ups and their ability to get from one end of the ground to the other, they've just showed that patience and been able to pick out those easy kicks that break pressure. I think Boyup Brook have struggled to move the footy as fluently, but then once they've been inside 50, they've had that class that they can finish opportunities off.
Well said. Special comments. Baron Kark. So I tell you what, if that goal by Harry Taylor, it was like a Lionel Messi volley. If that had gone through and you didn't break comments to call it, I reckon you would have had to give him a pineapple or something. But on point there. It was brilliant, wasn't it? Off hands and then...
It was outstanding.
It's almost like a
we
soccer player,
wasn't it? Goal of the day if he nailed that one.
Riley goes long to centre half forward. That's a mark to Kings. Now, he had an opportunity just before, and look, he's given us the Babe Ruth, Baron.
Well, and they've just, after I've just talked about their ability to get up the ground as easily as Kojonup, they've just gone coast to coast and having a shot at goal.
So he's pretty confident. Let's see what he can do. Mitchell Kings. Oh, sneaks out to the left. Buys himself a few more. Long left foot drop punt. It's home.
That's an outstanding kick and look, really smart. He used the stand rule to his advantage and in the end every metre counted then because I reckon that cleared the goal line by about 50 centimetres.
He's kicked that from Mayan up. From downtown, as they say on NBA Jam. Not sure if you played that game, Baron, back in the day.
No, I do love the NBA, but I might have played it once or twice and proven to myself I was absolutely no good, so parked it.
It's the origin of the Boom Shakalaka, the NBA Jam video game. When you dunked the backboard and it shattered, the commentator would say Boom Shakalaka. Only when you did that bit. It comes down to Kings. Pisotto's tap was good. Are we seeing a big fight back here by the Roos? Can they keep it going? 8 points down. Marinoni. Courageous. And then operating in a phone booth. I don't know how he got his hands out, but he did. Van Vootsen got the kick on and Weasel's working hard on left half forward. Van Vootsen comes in again. Oh, I think that's out on the full. Stitch up against Hansen. So here they go, the Cougars through Smith. You talked about this fella, Baron. He's looking the goods. The chip kick to space. For Taylor! He's got the mark. A bit of Wayne Carey about that one. On the chest. And he'll line him up from about 40 metres, 45-degree angle. How'd you see it, Baron?
Look, outstanding build-up and really good lead. He had Boyup Brook players either side of him and the kick was perfect.
He carries a namesake of a pretty successful Geelong footballer, also a country WA player. Let's see if he kicks like a Geelong cat. What do they kick like in Kojonup? They kick sausage rolls down there. That's a goal. No, he's missed. I swear that umpire put both fingers up. I think I'm losing my eyesight. How'd you see it, Baron?
Well, look, the angle from here was incredibly close. I did actually think we might have seen a couple of green jacket arms come up, but nonetheless, one flag.
We'll go back to the replays. Pasotto got it on to Musitano. Here go the Roos. Can they get a goal on the rebound towards Wallam territory? Hallett's there. Goes to ground. Took the legs out. Did they get a boot on it? That's a goal. I think it's Hallett's goal.
Look, I think Cowan might have got a toe on that.
Just
about
at the end.
Out. Look, again, there's that ball movement that 5 minutes ago I said they were struggling to find. They've gone coast to coast again after the Taylor miss, and it's that name we thought might just bob up and do something, and look, it wasn't special, but Cowan created the drop, got to the fall of the ball, and toe pokes one across the line and finds a way to involve himself.
Luke Hallett, like the look of him as well, Barron. How old is he?
He's been fantastic. He's.
Do you know his age?
He's playing Colts up at East Perth.
That's exciting.
So really good inclusion today for Boyup Brook.
So Tap comes down and he's copped one high, King, so they're going to win the clearance again here.
He's been good all day, but this quarter Kings is, I think, if possible, taking it to another level.
Left leg in towards full forward. And great mark taken by the Cougars. That was courageous. Heard the footsteps coming. Smith takes the chip pass as Saunders trotting past in his 100th league game. Crook got the mark, fed it back to Smith. The 1-2's on. And the delivery not good though. Talon Michael, he gets a 1-2. Well done to Hanson. And then right foot drop punt to Hallett. Lace out, brilliant. They've got a loose player inside 50. Kicks it to him now. They've got it. And I think Cowan's got it. And you called it, Barron. He's got the ball in his hands. And he's creating momentum. And he's missed.
So interesting quarter so far. We've seen a couple of uncharacteristic misses from Taylor. Now Cowan. I think this game is going to come down to who takes their opportunities best, because I think it's going to be an arm wrestle to the end. Still think Kojunup's movement off the ball has been really, really good. They're creating 2-on-1s or open players to kick to.
Oh, huge fly from behind.
That said, we go to a contest this time and Boyup Brook have forced a stoppage, still in their half of the ground.
There's one of those big men we were talking about, Barron. Travis Abbott. I like the look of him. Very mobile. Good mitts on him too. Oh, superb play here. Ashton. That's the other one we're talking about. Bullocks his way through, doesn't he? And a good contest between him and Pasotto. And comes in. Taps over the top. The Cougars win it though. But the kick only went about 5 metres straight to Riley. Patrick Riley Kings gives it to Matthew Michael. To full forward. Wallam. Good body work. Just sat under it too much though. Crumbs to Cowan. Trying to pick it up. 2-on-1. Cougars have the numbers. It's 3 for a minor score.
Almost nothing contest on the wing that footy bounced to Kojunup's favour, and Mitchell Kings, again, had almost no right to get a hand to that, but he's created an inside 50 and a score.
So good contest here between Grant and Pasotto. Oh, nice fly by Norrish. No, Abbott in fact. And good contest, it's Patrick Riley. He's been lively. Matthew Michael again. Geez, he's been superb. Wins another clearance. Kicks to full forward. Oh. It's a mark in inverted commas. Chip kick over the top to Smith. Plays on. Oh, tries to sell some candy. Hallett wasn't having anything of it though. And good follow-up tackle by the number 10. How'd you see that tackle by Hallett?
Yeah, look, outstanding tackle, and look, Smith got himself into some space, uncontested mark, and ran himself into a bit of strife.
And the ball went straight to his brother Mitchell. So there's a few brother combinations working this afternoon. So we had 2 Thompson brothers, we've got Michael brothers, we've got Hallett brothers. Am I missing any? Maybe a few on the Kojonup side.
The Wedderburns?
Yes, the Wedderburns as well. It's incredible, isn't it? Oh, what a clearance here by Marinoni. The Marin is simmering. Coming through, Lucif's dealt with. Gets the free kick. Right leg to full forward. They've got the mark. Good lead, good mark. Good play, Kojonup. And Clancy Tonkin, it looks like. And that's a famous Great Southern name if I've ever heard that, Tonkin.
Really good movement off the footy then. Boyup Brook had got a spare back and he worked his way into a bit of open paddock and took a good mark.
Clancy Tonkin goes bang! And that right leg is a smoking cannon. The Cougars steady. And cool as a cucumber, Barron. He was ice cold then. What do you know of this young lad?
Not a lot, to be honest. He flies under the radar a little compared to some of the names in this Kojonup side and particularly their forward line, but that was outstanding movement off the footy. Boyup Brook had the back 50 pretty well closed off with their positioning, but he found a bit of space.
I'm thinking of the Rolling Stones Honky Tonk. What a song that is. I'm sure he's one of his favourites. But Shane Tonkin, very famous country cricketer down that way. And there's the siren for three-quarter time. And wow, what a last quarter we've got coming up. It's 9:63 to 11:10.76. So 13 points, Barron. Thanks to Great Southern Fuels and AFGRI. Give us your tip just before we go to three-quarter time.
Look, I think Boyup Brook they need to turn this around. I think Kojonup clearly had the best of the third quarter. I think this is the biggest margin we've seen since a couple of early goals in the game. But Boyup Brook, they'll regroup at three-quarter time and they're a good enough side and they're really well coached and drilled. We know that. So as long as they can cover the injuries, as long as they're not starting to just become under personnel pressure, because that's not going to help them as the game wears on minute by minute. But I think absolutely there's one more twist in the tail in this one.
Just looking at both sides as they come off at three-quarter time, Kojonup just look a little bit fresher, so I reckon it's going to be really close. 13 points of margin. I'm going with a one-pointer today. Could be either way, but at this stage, probably Kojonup just. Let's find out very soon. The final instalment coming up. Big thank you to Great Southern Fuels, AFGRI and Kimberley Accommodation Group. We'll see you very soon. Tim Lees and Barron Karks on the mic for Filming Footy. Welcome back live at Boyup Brook Oval for the Manjimup Tyre Power Lower Southwest Football League. Round 9. And we've been treated to 3/4 of magnificent Aussie rules football in God's country near the Blackwood River here. And it's a local derby, Kojonup and Boyup Brook, neighbouring communities. No love lost between them, but once the final siren goes, Baron, it's a brilliant community to live, isn't it?
It is. It's been fantastic seeing the two go at it today, and just a great atmosphere at the ground, and what a perfect day for football.
So here we go. Pisotto up against Ashton. Ball at ground level. The Marin on hands and knees. Marinoni paddles it out. Hallett to Kings. And the Roos win the clearance to centre forward. Both players bodying up. Outstanding thrown on the boot by the Roos to full forward. They've got the mark. And are we going to see beast mode engage? David Cowan from directly in front. Now Barron, he just missed one. Down the other end from directly in front. Waste no time. Pop it in the book as easy as you like, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Roos.
Exactly what the Roos wanted, and exactly what Kojonup didn't want to see in the first minute of the last quarter is a Mitchell King's clearance and Cowan starting deep, taking a contested mark and kicking a goal.
They changed the scoreboard.
So, looks like scores are level. So we've had an incorrect score on the scoreboard. It's been corrected and now scores are level. And there's a hush around the ground. It's up for grabs. Who wants it more? Oh, what a bash forward by Ashton. The Cougars got the numbers. Thrown on the boot. Well done, Luciff. It was Van Thusen. His kick inside 50 is claimed by Matthew Michael. If the Roos get up today, Matthew Michael should take a bow. Saunders, brilliant. Shows the ball, why don't you? Oh, he's lair rising. Outstanding from the 100-gamer. In the end, I think he wrote checks his body couldn't cash, Baron.
Look, there was a really important contest there about 10 seconds before that because Boyup Brook were out and just a hand in there from Kojonup just kept the ball in the area.
Oh, bone cruncher here by Matthew Michael. So Travis Abbott in the ruck. Both players, Pisotto and Abbott, just been superb. These players are being desperate as Luke Riley puts another tackle in the book. He's up around the 20 mark, I reckon. It's incredible how many he gets every game. Abbott. Oh, diving in late. Riley. He is an actual mosquito, isn't he, Baron?
Yeah, and he's been really good today as well.
And good bullocking work again by Kojonup. Ashton. They win the clearance as a result. Into full forward. Taylor had first touch to it, but Riley. Well done. They're going to clear here. Saunders, though, turns it over. And now the long kick comes in towards the left full forward pocket. Well done, Kings. Gave it inboard. Talon Michael trying to clean up the mess. Luke Riley chips along the line towards Matthew Michael. Too much pepper on it and it beats him over the line. So central commentary position. How'd you see that last play, Baron?
Look, outstanding vision again from Kings, you know, tucked in the pocket, found that handball out the corner of his eye that opened the ground up, and now we've got a centre wing contest.
Ashton, good tap down. Trying to budge his way through, but couldn't the Roos player. Van Vusen got the hand pass off Marinoni. They load up inside 50, the Cougars. First hands to it, the Michael boys. First Matthew, then Talon. Now they go laterally to Hallett. The left footer bangs it on the boot. It's near the boundary line.
If they can get possession here, Boyup Brook, look at Wallum down there. All by his lonesome by about 40 metres.
Oh, he's got off the chain, hasn't he? Here comes the defence now, but good spotting there. Magnificent position we have here at Boyup Brook in the elevated change room area. And again, dogged work. They clear the football momentarily, the Cougars. It was Giannini. They've got the free kick through Smith. It's going to go back to Marinoni. He's been good, the Marin. And now Norrish. Long leg towards Tonkin. Takes his time. Gives it a Tonk on the right foot. Ugly kick towards Taylor. Off his boots. Giannini again to Van Voosen. Long kick. Weasels there behind the pack. Still a chance. Falling over. Looks like Abbott's gone down forward. So I think if the Cougars get over the line, Barron, Brad Ashton, along with Abbott, that combination has been deadly, hasn't it?
They've just worn them down, yeah.
There's the ball at the back of the pack. Riley again. Jumps on top. And there he is again, the number 26, Abbott. So Tonkin up in the ruck against Pisotto. Thrown on the boot by Matthew Michael. Gets smothered up and under ball. Punched away by Weasel towards the line. Hanson's there, but it goes over. So such a crucial part of the game. The scores are level. It's like a scene out of Bill and Ted's. 69 apiece. Ball at the back of the pack. Can't pick it up. Is Thorpe. Now he does. And becomes a sandwich. Boyup's the meat. Kojonup are the bun. And good tackling pressure here by Kojonup. Well done, Abbott. Gets the left paw down. Trying to barge through. The Roos player got tackled though. And just a little bit of a lull here, Barron, but scores a level. Just needs a spark from either side.
It does, and I think the happiest man on the ground with the way the last couple of minutes has panned out is Josh Crook, who's down inside 50 one-on-one with Cowan. But here we go.
Oh, Wallum sets up a candy shop on half forward, then goes right leg inside 50. In the van is Hallett.
That is an outstandingly weighted kick.
And just incredible today, Matthew Michael. So Mitchell Hallett, this is a huge kick. Needs to be cool as a cucumber. Will kick from 50 metres directly in front. Trying to pump it on the tennis courts at the southern end. Oh, it's an ugly old ball off the side of the boot. Describe that rotation, Barron.
Yeah, look, wasn't the greatest kick, but look, very conscious down there of Cowan, and he started doubling back towards the goal square, and then the kick went laterally, and it was just an incredible kick. Didn't have to break stride, Hallett.
So Marinoni trying to steal the kick. Crook ends up taking it. Tonkin has got the footy. I like the look of this kid, Tonkin.
He's had a really good few minutes.
And we're up for a clinker all day today. The last 10 minutes was not going to be any different. It's gone over the line, beats Abbott. And his cries are going unheard. Not sure what he was talking about. And that boundary throw in, that's elite. Comes out the back to Hallett on the right leg. Inside 50. Good contest. Kings versus Marinoni. Now Wallum just dropped it at the important time. And seeing the ball over is Norrish. So Cowan in the square. They're pinning the ears back here, Barron, and trying to get him one out.
Yeah, look, and Wallum's deep and Kings is down there as well. So they're certainly not afraid to throw their big guns forward and commit and try and win the game.
Wallum's thrown it on the boot, but it's gone over the line right next to the point post. So here we go, Wallum in the ruck. Shrugs him out of the way. Then drops the footy, has to fall on the ground after it. And Boyup do have that extra player up here on centre wing, so there must be a spare player for the Cougars too. I think it's down in this stoppage. So Crook out the back door, then goes the right foot snap to no one in particular. Tonkin, brilliant, came in late. Kicking in danger, play on, says the umpire. Saunders missed it. Weasels there. He left it behind. Good follow-up by both players. Good tackle. Well done. And we'll have a ball up. So just forward of the centre circle for Kojonup. Sorry, Boyup Brook. Probably halfway through the quarter. As Pisotto comes over the top, gets it down to Musitano. Kings. It's Hallett, in fact, left foot into full forward. Cowan's there, shrugs his player out of the way.
And look at Wallum again.
Oh, brilliant defence by the Cougars. In the end, they let it go, and he has to get it out. Giannini, superb. And just a rock in a hard place at the moment, wasn't he, Giannini? Just got in the way, Cowan. That was brilliant.
It was outstanding footy, and look, they've lived to fight another day, and Wallum, though, is becoming really dangerous. His ability to keep finding space, it would be concerning for Kojonup.
So Smith, sitting on the goal line. The ruck tap happens about 40 metres out. Hallett tries to claim the mark, but it's only gone about, well, 5 metres probably. It's an up and under ball. So ball up. Good play by Nathaniel Wedderburn. Mitchell Hallett's there. Claimed by Kojonup. Giannini threw it on the boot. And they do well. Terrific play by Sam Jackson. Bullocked it on. Now they go long down the line. Weasel! This is a good time for the Cougars, for him to get off the chain. And the kick down to Taylor.
Wrong. 2
contested marks in a row. And the Cougars supporters come to life. Kick to the corridor. Smith's off the chain. Can he kick? A big goal late in the last quarter. A huge fly from the side. Weasel's there. Can't pick it up. Van Voosen. He's missed.
Handy point comes the call. Might be a touch early.
And that is a very handy behind. 11 minutes to go. As we see the junior roos hanging out near the change room. Great to see all the kids here today. It's the Manjimup Tyre Power Lower Southwest Football League. It's round 9. Who needs the AFL? Oh, what a tackle. Wedderburn. Giannini thought he was gone. And just got him with the one claw.
It was desperate. Just got the jumper.
So Pisotto gets it down to Musitano. Clearance ball to him and the Roos inside 50. Wallums double teamed. Norris did well. Gives the handball receive off. O'Shea. Oh, late contact. And that's 50 metres. Not a good time to lose discipline. It was there. I don't think there was anything too savage about it. And the short pass chops in brilliantly, Thorpe. And then plays on. Probably could have held it up. Marinoni gets legged. Play on, says the umpire. Smith tried to pick it up. Oh, it comes out the back. Hallett. What a tackle, Marinoni. No, it's Bellotti. That was superb. Smith tried to get it in space. Went with the one hand. So we'll have a boundary throw in outer side of the ground. Right half forward for Kojonup. They seem to be coming. It's 1 point the difference here. 10 minutes to go. So lots of time, Barron.
Still plenty of time for both sides, and both sides are still backing themselves in.
So another stalemate. The tap from the ruckman went straight into the arms of the Boyup player Kings. And he gets minced straight away. Posotto jumps over the top. They did well. They win the clearance here, but calling forward deliberate.
And got it.
Yeah, they've got the free kick. I think a lot of the players are looking at the wrong umpire. The other umpire just said, oh, you had me at hello. So Smith gets called to play on now. Lowers the eyes. That's a good kick. Not sure if you can pick that player out, Barron.
No, too good for my eyesight.
On the right leg, long towards the full forward line. Talon Michaels there. Got hands to it. But he's the defender in this scenario, the Cougars. Pressing late in this last quarter. Posotto jumps over the top well. Saunders clears the footy. Not for long. Gets pumped straight over the top of his head again, and it goes through for a minor score. And Saunders in his 100th game, he'll be desperate for something for the highlight reel. He's come on to cover Ben Thompson, and he's fighting hard as the left leg by Mitchell Kings.
That's a great kick.
Oh, Posotto's on his bike. Smith, good chase late. Gets the kick to Hallett. Ducks back inside. How's that right leg? Brilliant.
2-on-1.
Cowards there in space. Doesn't get the best bounce. Crook. Superb play. Attack the footy. And then the dish off floater. It's good enough. Giannini gets it on. And if the Cougars get home today, that play by Crook, I'd be playing that on loop during the week.
Crook was outstanding to at least halve a 2-on-1. Got to say, the ball kind of did Cowan dirty in a horrible way then, but Crook was outstanding.
You got to love the oval ball, don't you? As Riley got the hand pass out to Kings in space, chips it towards Wallum. Takes the easy chest mark. And this is a huge kick, Barron.
It is. He's been looking dangerous for the last 10, 15 minutes. Didn't have as much space, but he had space to lead into, and with Kings on his left foot, was perfectly placed.
And this young fella, Seth Giannini, he has been excellent. Right foot, kick for goal. Wallum's missed. But again, could be an important point. They need another one of them though. So Marinoni spots the pass to Clark. And that sun creating a few headaches. The shade of the trees in the stand now coming across the ground as Matthew Michael. I think he's our best on ground winner today unless something else happens in the last 10 minutes. Be interested to see how you see it, Barron. I think for Kojonup, I really liked Abbott, Ashton, Smith.
For me, Kings has been the one.
Yeah, Kings, of course. He's been brilliant as well. Michael or Kings, toss the coin. Speaking of Michael, that's a sling tackle, surely. Play on, says the umpire, Mitchell Hallett. Oh, to his brother. It's like the backyard. Left foot, boomerang, he's missed.
And suddenly the timekeeper's booth has become like Grand Central Station.
Scores a level in Boyup Brook. In God's country this afternoon. Right next to the Blackwood River. And the Lower Southwest Football League, sponsored by Manjimup Tyre Power, has not disappointed. Van Vootsen's got the mark. Left full back. And you get a feeling here the Roos having one last crack at him. And is that mark paid or not? I think it is, just. And this is a tricky time to be an umpire too when the game's close. Clark, long down the line. Abbott was in the van, got punched away by Riley. He's been good, Patrick Riley.
We've just had League President Tristan Mead also pop into the timekeeper's booth. It's a lot of attention in that room right now.
So tap down in front, Mitchell Kings, another clearance. Yep, I'm with you, Barron. He's been a machine this afternoon. Mitchell Hallett looking for a wrestling count, it looks like. And last up is Mitchell Hallett. Scores a level. Goodness me, the hairs are up on the arms. Oh, rode him like a pool pony then. No free kick. The Marin's been on point this afternoon. Marinoni. Pisotto goes to ground and fell into Marinoni. Or did he grab hold of him? It's irrelevant. Pisotto's got it. Calling for the footy to go long. To Wallum territory. Burrows his head in. Superb stuff. Then the dish off. Right foot snap. The Roos have dobbed it. John Saunders. Is it a fairy tale in his 100th game? And he points to the box and kisses the badge. He's going to be a pest the whole way home. Goodness me. John Saunders, don't call it early. There's still 5 minutes.
Well, who else but? It had to be, didn't it?
Unbelievable. And John Saunders loves a cheeky rundown from the half-back line. We're always telling him to stop it, Barron. Back in the day, I haven't played with him for over 12 seasons or something, but oh my goodness.
He's just trotted back to the back 50 like he just does this every day.
High tackle, I think. There's 5 minutes to go here. There's plenty of time if Kojonup are good enough. And I know they are. They've been dire. Oh, that is ugly.
That's not the time. Not the time.
And that does not look good. And to land on the cricket pitch too, that is a yellow card. Yeah, no, that's fair enough as well. But yeah, and I think you're right. Just you've got to pick your moments, and that's late regardless. But you got to read the room.
Faithful would be tearing their hair out at that. They've just gone a goal behind, 5 minutes to go, and territory all important. They needed to win that centre clearance, and they've just given up territory and had a good player sent off the ground. So, not helpful.
And the Queen Mary, John Saunders, has come off. Got the turning circle of her, but he's kicked a goal in his 100th game. Brilliant.
I think it was actually the 100-metre run back to the back line that's done him in.
Matthew Michael. Can he add a bit of icing? Nowhere near it. But is that an important point, Barron?
Well, the noise we're hearing from outside, the Boyup Brook faithful are starting to feel pretty good, I reckon.
So all of a sudden it's 2 kicks. The Cougars have got to get it down quick.
That's a great clearance. They need to get a few together now, Kojonup.
Oh, good kid. They've moved it quickly here. Weasel did well. Got it back to the Marin. Quick chain of hand passes. Good play by Kojonup. Getting involved there is Jackson. They got the mark. Tonkin plays on. Loads up. Goes early. Lucif.
Gave away the kick. Advantage play on.
Talon Michael gets it to Thorpe. Thorpe's in trouble. Gets the hand pass. How's that bounce back, Barron? Up and under ball. Marinoni. Oh, I think he just dropped it, did he?
Just grasped it at the last minute.
Oh, courageous effort.
Yeah, he's been fantastic today. That was cruel.
He has been superb. And what a game of football we've been treated to this afternoon. We're about to get the exclamation point put on it as Crook. What a pinch hitter he's been. And I said it before, it's a mix between Bob Marley and Danny Southern, that haircut. As the tap back by Abbott. No, it's Ashton. Another ball up, so Kings, the last up with it again, Barron. And there's Matthew Michael coming through again, but the Cougars win the clearance. Trying to pick the footy up was Abbott. They get it back to Tonkin. Ducks inboard on the right snap. To full forward, they keep it in well. Hanson's wrapped up in the tackle. And a boundary throw in. Oh, how big's this boundary throw in? 10 metres around from the point post. Left full forward pocket for the Cougars. They're kicking to the hockey field end, or the northern end of Boyup Brook. Good tap. Kings. Clearance ball, but straight to Weasel. takes his time now. Likes to look at Smith at full forward. Goes long and strong there. Cowan did well. Got it to Hanson. Trying to clear the footy here, the Roos. But the Cougars are saying, no, thank you. Smith, right foot snap right to the line. Punched away. And a little snap kick by Jackson. Goes through for a minor score. How'd you see it, Barron?
They're getting close. Ball's at the right end.
Just under 4 minutes. So 3.5 minutes to go. And long kick in. Oh, great mark, Abbott. Frequent flyer points. And kicks into Smith.
There's your mark of the day.
What a mark. That is the AFGRI mark of the day. Cameron Clear, write the time down and the quarter. And that could be a serious contender for a pile of cash. $3,500 for the mark of the year. And I know how Cameron operates. I'm sure he got it. He does. Ken Smith, light up Boyup Brook. To level the scores. Oh, an important point. We've said it a few times, Barron.
Missed it to the near side. What an outstanding grab.
Is that a professional point?
A second different. By the end of the gun, you can add up.
And the Roos to bring the footy back in. That came down with a bit of dew on it. Ashton throws it on the boot. Oh, didn't have a Captain Cook. And it's out of bounds on the full. Oh, what a game of footy. Whoever wins. It's a privilege to be here. Talon Michael. Chip kick over the top has found Hallett. Not sure the take it slow plan is the right one, Barron, but I suppose take a bit of time off the clock if you can. And
just some careful ball. This is the time for some careful ball use.
Oh.
Brook.
Yep, there's that side of the coin, and then there's the other one of attack. You might as well get another goal as Musitano to full forward. That is an incredible mark.
And they continue to back themselves in. They created a 2-on-1 and left Wallum 40 metres by himself again. So, look, it worked. But, geez, they're rolling the dice down there.
Oh, too high. And it was Norrish, that saving mark. I tell you what, if they take it down and kick a goal here, that Norrish effort, it's because of him. That was incredible. And Clark's kick to centre wing. This is the ball game here. Tonkin cops one high.
He's got the kick, plays on.
And Wedderburn. Hallett chops in.
Out the back.
Smith to shut the gate. He's kicked the goal. And the Cougars, they roar, have hit the front by points. And are they going to break some hearts in Boyup Brook tonight? It's looking that way, Barron.
This is where impact on games. In the last 5 minutes, Smith had a flying shot at goal which fell just short. He's taken mark of the day, and then that shot was outstanding. Under pressure, time ticking down, the game situation. His last 5 minutes have been outstanding.
What a game. Clancy Norrish, that is your goal. Brilliant defensive saving mark. Under the pump. And off the back of that, the Cougars. But is there one last twist? Matthew Michael wins to stoppage. What a mark! That looks like Abbott. And he's blown time off straight away. He's onto him. Maybe thinking just a few tactics to run the clock down. This is brilliant umpiring. Oh, I like this umpire. On the money. So Clark now has to go long down the line. Smith from behind, Michael! Oh my goodness me! I don't know how. Michael is the most unlucky player I've ever seen in a situation. Oh my goodness me. Anyway, Van Hoosen, he's got it on centre wing. And if that ends the match, it's not the best way to end it. But a long kick, Talon Michael from behind. It goes over the line. Or was it?
Ooh.
Senior Marin right on the money there. And what a boundary throw in from him too. Pisotto could have given the free kick away. Marinoni again in there. Riley. And I think the Cougars are going to get home. They've won the game by 1 point. 11-13, 79. They win a thriller in Boyup Brook by a point. 11-12, 78. And hearts have just been broken in Boyup Brook. What a win for Kojonup.
So Boyup Brook players look stunned, and look, the celebrations amongst the players, amongst the Cougars, fairly muted at this stage. I think they're exhausted. That was an amazing last quarter of football.
John Saunders kicked, well, it looked like the winning goal to ice it. But credit to Kojonup. The fat lady had not sung yet, and they never gave up. And what a mark by Norwich defensively. I know I've said it a few times, but backmen never get enough credit, and that was just brilliant.
It was that 2-on-1, and look, they rolled the dice. If the ball had got out the back, Wallen was in the goal square with 30 or 40 metres of space. They rolled the dice, they created a 2-on-1. Norwich was outstanding, and it's set up the win for them. But what an incredible last quarter of football.
Oh,
and game.
Just waiting for the heart rate to come down a little bit. What a game of footy. Best players, I think, if you could just consider the Kojonup side for us today, Berend, and I'll have a bit of a look at the Boyup Brook side. I think it's pretty obvious Kings or Matthew Michael. I think both, just for the sheer weight of clearance ball. Mitchell Kings, I think he gets it just in a whisker in front of Matthew Michael. Yep. Really liked Luke Riley's game. Pat Riley was quality as well. Wallem up forward provided a great target, didn't he?
He did. He's powerful and strong, and when you throw Cowan down there as well, it's a nightmare to match up on. Look, from a Kojonup perspective, I thought Lockie O'Shea was fantastic. I thought Abbott stood up tall, and look, the thing is, we say it all the time, it's a massive cliche, but the big guys from Kojonup, they didn't get any shorter in that last quarter when players started to tire. I think their forwards looked dangerous. Marinoni was outstanding, and look, for pure impact, I mean, Kyle Smith, we talked about him, I think, early in the third quarter. He had a good first half. The impact he had on that match in the last 10 minutes, and we might not have agreed with that free kick late, but he threw himself into that pack, created a goal, took mark of the day. I mean, Kyle Smith's last 10 minutes could just about get him the award alone. In a game that was decided the way it was, I thought his last 10 minutes, well, they've ultimately impacted the game.
Yeah, I agree. I think Smith is our best on-ground player. It's not his fault that the free kick wasn't paid, but look, you know, in that situation, you go with your gut. Umpiring was superb today. That's footy, isn't it? You get the rub of the green sometimes. Once that final siren goes, you leave it and you shake hands and get on with it. But a superb game of football here this afternoon. So Smith gets our AFGRI player of the day. I think the mark of the day and goal of the day, we're going to have to consider those two awards as well.
Look, I think mark of the day is probably Smith in that little catch at the end of the game.
Incredible.
I think that was an outstanding grab, 50 out.
And Van Vusen, however you pronounce it, his left foot boomerang in the first quarter gets the goal of the day thanks to Kimberley Accommodation Group. So there you have it. David Cowan serviceable as well for the Roos. Pisotto liked him in the ruck. And both Talon and Matthew Michael quality players, just probably one or two players short at the moment in that forward line, which led to Cowan going back there. And that detracted from him around stoppage ball, didn't it?
Yeah, I think the injuries they got in the first half, and you never want injuries. We never want to see them for any side, but you know, particularly when they impact you, and they came early-ish in the game. Yeah, they've gone the whole second half, and it not only its players down, and it affects their rotations, but it also affected their structure. You know, Cowan in the middle, I think, would have been really important. They have to throw him forward. So we've just seen their balance a little off in that second half, albeit we're talking about a game decided by a point. But, those little things really matter.
Yeah, robbing Peter to pay Paul, my mum used to say, that's the old expression, isn't it? So, yeah, just valiant, though. And how good is it seeing Talon Michael with his little daughter holding hands? Just love seeing kids at the footy, especially in the bush. So we're going to get around the fire and have a hot chocolate or something. Big thank you to Great Southern Fuels, AFGRI, Ag Equipment and Kimberley Accommodation Group. Shout out to Tyre Power Manjimup, major sponsors for season 2025. And Baron, quickly, if we could just talk about the Lower Southwest Football League Association side. Training starts this week, I hear.
Yeah, so tomorrow night is the last night, the selection night for our Great Southern Carnival Colts team. They're off to Coolin next week.
Oh, yes, I'll see them next week.
So, look, fantastic tournament coming up there. But, training starts tomorrow night for our Nutrient Ag Country Championships. The senior side, they start training tomorrow and they'll actually help with the jumper presentations for the Colts team. And look, it's amazing. We've had, I think, 46 players express interest in coming to the Carnival in about a month and a half. Going to be fantastic. We've been out for 7 years, so to return to the Carnival in Division 3, I think we're really excited about what sort of side we can put together. Most of the best players in the comp have put their hand up. I think we'll be really strong up forward. I think we'll have a fantastic midfield and a really good defence. So really exciting to see what we can put together under Gavin Norrish, who's coaching the side, in 6 weeks.
Magnificent. The Lower Southwest Football League in C-section, Nutrient Ag now. Of course, country championships. Got to be very careful there. And big thank you to Delta Ag and also ORTC for all their club and league clothing. As we might just see if we can get a bit closer here and you'll hear the Kojonup Cougars song getting sung. So we're almost out here at Boyup Brook. And a big thank you to UTF Trailers from Gamelling. We've got a big announcement next week at the Coolin Colts Carnival, and that starts next Saturday. You'll catch all the action on Filming Footy. Baron Karks, any last words before we sign out this afternoon?
Yeah, look, credit to both clubs, Boyup Brook and Kojonup. What an absolute advertisement for the Lower Southwest Football League. A 1 point ball game. We've billed this one as the grand final rematch, and to have a 1 point result in a game that swung back and forth the way it did all day. Superb advertisement for the competition. Now we all get to catch our breath for a week from a senior perspective. General bye next week and off to Coolin, and I hope the young lads can have a really good week over there.
Definitely pack your beanies. It's pretty chilly out there this time of the year, isn't it? Looking forward to it. Can't wait to see the action. So I will be calling the Lower Southwest game. I'm pretty sure I've seen the fixtures. So
excellent.
Looking forward to seeing some of the talent out there. Baron Karks will sign out from Boyup Brook. Thanks for your time this afternoon and keep up the great work in the Lower Southwest. This competition is humming.
It is. It's the year's shaping up fantastically well. I think we've got 5 sides who on their day can absolutely beat anyone. And look, quite frankly, we saw Imperials beat Boyup Brook last week. So when I say 5, we've just seen Imps have a superb win over a really, really good side. So the competition's in great shape and really excited for the second half of the season.
And just quickly, 168 points and 143-point winners in the 2 games yesterday. There's a goal fest this weekend.
Yeah, look, a couple of big wins yesterday, and look, the sharpshooters around the place are having a big season, and I think hence, when we put our carnival side out in July, I think our forward line is going to be something really exciting to see. The likes of Alex Kabassi and Tilby and these guys coming together as a group. But yeah, a couple of tough games yesterday, but this one today has been superb.
Outstanding, Baron Karks. I was just going to see if we could grab John Saunders from his 100th game and see if we could have a quick word to him, but not sure if he's around. And John Saunders in his 100th game, might just quickly get a few words from him. And Baron, I'll get you in on this one as well. Look at him, he's still got a washboard stomach at 43. John, bitterly disappointed, but congratulations on your 100th game.
Yeah, thanks. Good to be a part of it at this late bit of my career. Yeah, boys played really well, so yeah, can't complain. Great game from Koji.
Now, you don't age. What's going on, mate? Like, you're 43 and you're still running around playing league footy. Baron and I are going, what's going on?
Yeah, just lucky with the strings and injuries, Yeah.
Just talk us through the little float down and goal with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, thought I had no chance there. Well, had 5 people on him and he was in line with the goals and got a handball. So, yeah, it was nice. Got to kick the sealer. But,
Great goal under pressure, and at the time it seemed like that was going to be the last word in the game.
Yeah, I did celebrate a bit early there, yeah.
I did not mention it at all, did I, Baron?
No, I think the celebrations up here were as wild as they were on the ground, but the way you trotted back to defence, like this is just something you do every day, was
nonchalant.
class.
Yeah.
Any shout-outs to any loved ones here or listening back home, mate? It's 100 games behind every great man.
Oh, look, thanks very much to the Boyup Brook Footy Club. It's my 3rd stint down here, I think. Started in 2002. Great club, you know, love them. And thanks for having me back this year. Ruse.
Any other people you want to thank behind every great man?
Yeah, thanks, Leesy, for all the coaching efforts as well. Yeah, and Kyra and the kids, as well. Yeah. Thanks.
Oh, that's the best post-match interview I've ever done, I reckon. He's not usually a cat caught his tongue, Baron. But look, he's just lost the game, so I should calm down.
Yeah, look, tough circumstance to come in front of the media, but look, it was an outstanding performance. He should be absolutely proud.
There you have it, John Saunders in his 100th game. We're going to sign out here on Filming Footy. Tim Lees and Baron Karks. It's been an absolute honour and a privilege to bring you this game. Cameron, clear, on the camera. Magnificent work to you. And to Bailey back in the studio. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Leesy.